Hey, what's up? This is the quick instructions for bill sponsor speeches and posting to the appropriate Flipgrid. So you'll find the link to the Flipgrid in the Google document that has all bills and related information for each committee, including the voting logs and access to each individual bill. This is what a Flipgrid will look at for each committee. So we're looking at Committee 1. This video that we're currently recording will be embedded so that you will have access to it to view it on repeat. Basically, there's 5 steps that we'd like you to do in preparations for your posting of your bill sponsor speech to the Flipgrid so that the committee can access it appropriately. Number 1 would be to rehearse your speech prior to recording your video submission, so that you're not stumbling over your words and you know exactly what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, and you've rehearsed any difficult vocabulary prior to recording, so that it'll just save you time hitting pause or stop or starting over. Number 2 is consider if you want to use any visuals or Google slide presentations, or if you want to have up any tabs or internet resources or news stories or images to correspond and make the impact of your words a little bit more powerful for the committee. That is completely optional. However, being that you have access to all the digital tools that you could possibly want, I think it would make sense for you to utilize them instead of just delivering a speech, you talking to the camera. Number 3, rehearse your speech prior to recording it. I can't stress this enough. The reason why people who are very successful public speakers are so good at it is because they practice either the speech many times before they give it, or they've just done public speaking so often that they're comfortable thinking on their feet and reacting in real time to their audience. Number 5, record your speech and then make sure you review the video prior to submission. I skipped over number 4 there. Determine what, if any, effects you'd want to use to tweak your video. So to do this, you hit record a response. And when you click on record a response, the video will come up. And then you will have the option to go through and select mirror your video, record just the screen so that your visual doesn't necessarily have to be on screen if you don't want it to. So if you wanted to utilize a Google slide presentation, you would record the screen only, make sure that your presentation is open, and then you would just walk through the Google slide presentation. If you used another video editing software to create this video, like iMovie or something, you could just upload a movie clip that you've created using software that's a little more powerful than Flipgrid. And then of course you can add effects. So you can do filters to make this thing pop. If you want to look like you are in the witness protection program, you have that option. If you want to go Space Cadet, I mean, this looks pretty dope if you ask me. Oh, Legos. So you have a lot of effects that you can go through and filters to, differentiate your video from everybody else. So once you hit record, it'll count you down, and then it'll start recording your video. So you would start delivering your speech. When you're done, you click pause. And then it'll eventually prompt you to review the video, do any last-minute edits that you want to do, and then you'll be able to save it and submit it, and then it'll be ready to go for your Flipgrid. So there's just a crash course on best ways to approach this assignment, and you really need to have this posted by the end of ASR on Tuesday so that we can ensure that all bill groups have their sponsor speeches ready to go for the committee before they debate your bill on Wednesday during committee hearings. Congratulations to all bill groups for getting through the bill writing process and into committee hearings. We wish you the best of luck.